What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. Here we have a 2011 Land Rover LR4. This is from AAA. In case you guys didn't know, AAA is not just for old people. I have AAA. It's a nice roadside assistance service. Takes care of batteries, towing, gasoline if you're stranded on the side of the road. It's actually a great service, but they also provide insurance as well, and this is from them. Now we're gonna walk around it real quick. I know a lot of you aren't big fans of the LR4, but I actually kind of like it. This thing's got some beefy tires, man. This sucker looks like it was just made for like a safari. Land Rover G4 Challenge. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. You can clearly see the suspension is sitting on the ground, but as far as damages are concerned, I don't really see very much, guys. This is crazy to think that this thing could potentially be totaled out, salvaged, because of this. A running board. That's the only real damage I see. The running board came off of the bracket. The bracket still looks like it's straight and intact. How much could a running board possibly cost? Not that much, I don't think. There is a tiny dent in the hood. I don't think I would even be concerned with that. And then up here, Land Rover G4 Challenge, the ultimate global adventure. This is supposed to be a run and drive, guys. Hopefully, if it does start up, it comes up off the ground and, you know, raises up a little bit. Let's take a look at the interior. Well, this looks like this came from under the steering wheel, but aside from this, actually looks pretty good. I'd love to know how to open these seats. I think it's missing the lever here is gone, I think, but you got third row seats back there. This is not a bad little SUV, guys. I didn't intend to find one of these today, I really didn't, and now I'm thinking about bidding on it, so that's lovely. This is the last thing I need in my life. I know better than to buy a Land Rover, Range Rover product. It actually looks to be in really good shape. Curious as to what the miles are on it. Does it have power? No. No power, and the miles are marked out. So I guess the only way to know is to put a jump on it and try to fire it up. I just love these brush guards. They make it so difficult to pop the hood. Let's see if I can even... There we go. That wasn't so bad. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Was this on fire? Oh, wait a minute, guys. I think we've got... What is going on here? Take a look at this. It looks like the battery melted right there, guys. And then we've got some insulation from under the hood. That is definitely melted. The crazy thing is the battery is still hooked up. Here's more insulation from under the hood that's just kind of... Oh, yeah. Look right here, guys. Look at all these melted... That's, I don't know, a vacuum line? I assume that's some kind of a vacuum line that's melted. You've got another vacuum line here that's melted. So something caught on fire. Usually, on a fire vehicle, they disconnect the battery. This one, that is obviously not the case. It even looks like it's melted a little bit over here, too. Interesting. I don't think the damage is that bad, but my concern is what caused the fire to begin with. I don't think that was melted. I don't know for sure. And where did all the insulation on this side of the hood go? It's all gone. Did it burn? Because it doesn't really look like the fire was over here. It looks like the fire was really over here, and it doesn't look like it was a big one. You do have some melted components down here too. Where did the fire actually come from? I'm betting it probably came from a high-pressure fuel pump. Maybe there's a high-pressure fuel pump over here somewhere. This was definitely on fire. And you notice this says FOMOCO? Yeah, Ford Motor Company. Well, obviously, we don't want to try to start a fire vehicle. That could cause problems. Obviously, there was probably some kind of a fuel issue on this one, guys. So hooking a jumper pack up to it and trying to fire up something that's already been on fire fire up. Get it? Dad jokes. Probably not the best idea in the world, so we're going to move on from this one. Next, how about a little Mercedes E-Class? A little bit older. I still like this body style, though. I think this is a 2006 Mercedes E, what? Is it a 350? I'm thinking in 2006 they were a 350 instead of the old school 320s. Yes, 350, and it's a 4MATIC. And why is it here? Well, this'll get you. It's got a dent in the bumper. Oh, and the Mercedes badge is broken. That's it. No way. It's literally totaled for a dent in the back bumper. This car is still perfectly, well, I don't want to say that. I don't know that it's perfectly drivable. But I'm going to assume, ooh, wow. Oh, the smell. That's interesting. It's definitely not the worst. It's not the worst, but it's not pleasant, that's for sure. Oh my. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. So, you know, if this was a $500 car, yeah, I might probably won't be interested in this. But, oh, does it not have keys either? You're kidding with me. It's got like mold growing down there on the coins. That's disgusting. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's got any keys, does it? Let's take a look around. That sucks. I was interested in just looking at it for sure, but you see keys down there anywhere? I don't. All right, well, like I said, if it was a $500 car, I would probably be interested in it for $500. Aside from that, though, like, no. And what's the chances of an E-Class going for $500? Slim to none. Check the oil. Oh, the hood just fell on my head. It's got plenty of oil. Oil looks decent. It's not too bad, honestly. The body doesn't look that bad. It's got decent tires. The wheels look good. It needs a back bumper. Looks like we're missing some grill inserts on the front here. And a little bit of paint peel on the bumper. A flat tire in the back. It'll probably air right back up. The interior is pretty rough, but without keys, nah, not interested. Now let's get into some trucks. We're in the truck section over here, and this is a 2020 GMC Sierra Texas Edition. And unless it's crunched in the back, I have no idea why it's here, because this thing actually looks really good. Aside from oh, nope, I already see what it is. If you see it, I'm walking right by it. Comment below. All right, we just walked right past it. So if you saw the damage, wow, oh, there's more. It did get crunched in the back too. What the hell? Okay, this is going to be an interesting one, guys. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. So on the outside, it looks pretty good aside from a light tap on the back bumper. Doesn't look like the cab and the bed met one another, so that's good. We're going to take a walk around and look one more time on the other side to see if the cab and the bed maybe smacked each other on this side. You notice the doors are open. That door is not closed. That door is not closed, but it doesn't look like the cab and the bed met here either. So I'd almost be willing to bet there's no frame damage. That looks like a relatively light hit. It's got the multifunction tailgate, but if you noticed, there's a lot of black soot all over this thing, and I don't think the windows are tinted that dark. Let's take a quick peek. Oh wow, yeah. Oh wow. The smell is something. That's definitely toxic. Good Lord. Yeah, see, I told you, that was not dark tinted windows, guys. That is completely melted. Fire damage. Good night. So, yeah, that door doesn't close. So I wonder if this truck was stolen, because there's no way a light hit in the back caused this thing to spark up like this. it almost had to be intentional. I mean, somebody had to go to great lengths to burn this. Vehicles today, in case you didn't know, most people know this, but vehicles today are designed to not catch on fire, especially on the interior. They go to great lengths to make sure that they're relatively fire retardant. So when you see damage this significant to seats, yeah, that's something. And there's so much fire damage to the interior, I can't even see it all. So I'm just kind of panning you guys around. Maybe you can see something that I can't. But yeah, there is extreme fire damage to the interior of this. Usually, when a car, vehicle, truck catches on fire, the majority of the damage is isolated to, well, the ignition source. And in this case, it looks like the entire interior is burned, almost like maybe somebody used an accelerant or something. And, whew, wow. The smell is just bad. It's so bad in here. Wonder if it runs. I'm kidding. It's obviously not going to run. So, definitely, is that the key? There's the key unscathed sitting right there. Obviously somebody put that in after the fact. It's hard to breathe in there. Oh, it makes me sick. Obviously the majority of the damage is isolated to the center all the way to the driver's side of the entire truck. It's kind of bizarre because trucks don't just light up like this, man. You know, they really don't. Trucks don't just catch on fire like this. So maybe this was a theft recovery after the fact. Somebody stole it, and what does it say the damage is? Obviously, it's a non-runner. It doesn't say on there what it is. Yeah, I'm betting that this one was stolen and set on fire. Check under the hood real quick since it's already open. Probably no damage under here at all. 5.3. I mean, it's a good powertrain is what it is. That's about all you're going to get out of this. I'm assuming this is a 4x4, right? Yeah, this is four-wheel drive. So, you know, you've got some good components, good transfer case, transmission, engine, probably some axles and stuff like that. Who knows what the mileage is on it, though. You'd have to run a Carfax report and just go off that. Either way, I'm not going to close the hood all the way, because obviously you will probably never get it open again. You guys comment below and tell me, what do you think happened to this truck? All right, moving on. I see a Ford back here that just looks slick. Never mind, it got hit in the back pretty good. Oh, we could take a quick look at it anyway. This sucker was mean, man. Until somebody tapped it on the back here. They tapped it pretty good from the looks of it, because the bed no longer sits straight anymore. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say there could potentially be some frame damage on this one. Not for sure, though. It could be fine for all we know. Over here, Cummins Turbo Diesel. This one has a wrap over the roof, so I'm wondering if something fell on it. 2023 Ram 3500. That's a non-runner. Really? Why? I don't see any real damage to this truck. Hold on a minute. I have to just look at it, because what is going on? It's got a dent right here. Is it smacked in the back or something? No. It's a Laramie too. I mean, it's a relatively loaded pickup truck. A non-runner? It's got to be hail damage. Let's get up top here, take a peek. Yeah, well, you know what? I can't tell if it's hail damaged or not. It's definitely got some damage to the roof, but it doesn't look like hail. It looks like something may have fell on it. Interesting. They taped it off real good, though, so should be fine. It doesn't smell funny on the interior. Everything actually looks to be in good shape. It looks like it needs a sunroof. Why would you total a vehicle because it needs a sunroof? What happened here? That's different. Let me guess, no keys? You can see it's bulging in a little bit there, but they did a good job of taping it off because it doesn't seem like anything got in here. This truck is clean. Smells good. No keys, though. Where do the keys go to these things, guys? That's what I want to know. How do these expensive trucks and cars end up sitting out here with no key? I'll bet this, dude, the sunroof is in it, guys. Look at this. Hold on. Look. There's the sunroof right there. It's literally, it still has the glass. There's just no key to this. That makes no sense. We're gonna pop the hood. Looks like the hood is already popped. That makes no sense. The amount of money that gets just tossed down the drain by insurance companies it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Uh-oh. The intake tube is off. Why? Did this go under some water? What is the deal? Here's the clamp. Huh. I do wonder if it went into some water or something. There's a long bolt just sitting here, lots of leaves and sticks and stuff. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's got some bumps and bruises, and there may be something wrong with the engine. You know, who knows? But you would think you would at least include the keys. I would tell the customer, look, man, I need the keys with the vehicle. Obviously, you should have them. And if not, how hard would it be to have a locksmith make the keys, or have the dealership cut you a set of keys for something like this? I mean, selling it without the keys, you're really hurting yourself on what you're going to be able to get out of it, because everybody wants a key to at least be able to try to crank it over. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Or at least close the sunroof. It's bizarre to me, because from where I'm sitting, I would definitely spend the extra however much, $300, $500, whatever the cost is, to get some keys for a truck, especially something like a 2023. All right, let's continue on. Toyota Tundra, hitting the front, airbags deployed. Chevrolet, also hitting the front. Oh, look at F-150 Oklahoma edition. Yep, hit in the front. Keep in mind, guys, this is a salvage auction, primarily. That's what they deal in. So a lot of these vehicles are going to be in pretty rough shape. We're out here looking through the rough ones, hoping that hidden in here somewhere are some decent ones. Like this one. Look at this, 2009 Silverado 1500. Actually looks pretty nice. 158,000 miles on the odometer. Oh, well, yep. Hey, this is what I go through all day, every day. I walk through tons and tons of cars trying to find something interesting, trying to find a few good ones out of hundreds of bad ones. And this is exactly what I go through. Every time I find something that I think is like, this is a great car, or this is a great truck, you end up walking around and finding that it's completely smashed. You know, it's whoops. Oh, wow. This is very similar to my truck. Good Lord. Wow. That's severe. Good night. Yeah, no keys to this one either. And I guarantee you, it may not run. It may not run. There might be some fuel system damage or something, so it may not run, but no keys. I just don't get it. Like, every time I have had to send a car to the insurance company, I've always included the keys with it. I couldn't imagine not giving the keys to the insurance company. You'd think you'd be penalized for that or something. See, I saw this Super Duty over here, and I thought, man, that's a good-looking truck. And I wanted to come look at it, but as you can see, as soon as you get to the other side, I wonder if somebody had a gooseneck in here, and bam, just backed right into it. That's kind of what it looks like to me. It looks like somebody was trying to back up on the gooseneck or something, and yep, that didn't go over very well. Let's see what else we got. One of these old school Rams, Dodges. Sorry, Dodge. It wasn't Ram at that point. I love those. This one, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was stolen. Pretty certain of it. Yeah, there's literally nothing left of this one. We'll continue on our way. This one, man, it's still here. I keep forgetting about. I've got so many vehicles on my watch list that I want And this is one of them, a 2016 F-150 with a Coyote. No keys, no wheels, no tires, no nothing. And I don't know, I got a hunch about this one. I think it'll run, but apparently it's not for sale, and it's been months now, and I just keep forgetting about it because I don't have all day to sit around and worry about vehicles that aren't coming up for sale yet. A Chevrolet 2500, smashed, completely flat. Ooh, there's a nice lifted FX4 over here. Okay, this one looks good. This one looks good. Here we, oh. Nope. Wait, yes. No? Maybe? What did they do? Go Baja on this thing? I can't tell. I can't tell if that, I think that front end is lifted significantly, guys. Yeah, because I don't think that, oh, yes it is. You can look at this. Look at the angle of this bumper. It's, huh. Boy, what did they get themselves into? Maybe someone stole it and took it off-roading. That's what it looks like. Wow. Either that or they just had a car wreck. You know, maybe they just hit somebody. You can see damage all up here. I'm telling you right now, you wouldn't want to get hit by this. If this one looks this bad, I could not imagine what the other guy looks like. That's pretty rough, man. Damn. That's a shame. That's a shame. They call these frame wreckers for a reason. They call them that because typically if you hit anything at any speed with these hooked up to your frame rails, it's over, man. Yeah, that's pretty rough, guys. Let's continue on and see what else we can find through here. Plenty of trucks, just there's very few out here that are actually something that I'd be interested in. Most of these are wrecked, and they're not just wrecked a little bit. Like these are wrecked pretty bad. We'll continue all the way to the back. See an old Chevy over here. Oh man, the Vortec Max. You don't see these very often. These were a really kind of limited production type of deal, man. The Vortec Max. This one, the front wheel is into the A-pillar. You can't get in the door because they've got it taped off. If you don't know what a Vortec Max is, look it up. It was kind of a high-performance, limited-run version of these old Chevys, man. It was a really cool deal that they did, and you just don't see these very often anymore. So if you see one of these, you need to know it's kind of a rare deal. If nothing else, this would be worth salvaging. Well, maybe not. It's got 300,000 miles on it. I was going to say, might be worth salvaging for the powertrain, but yeah, 283,000 miles on the odometer. That's a lot. That's a lot, but that's how good these Vortecs are, you know. Well, I got to be careful saying that. Once they got into the whole displacement on demand, active fuel management, reliability, it's hit or miss. You know, some people have great luck with them, some people don't. And truthfully, that whole thing just kind of scares me away from current generation General Motors products. I just don't want to deal with a bunch of problems. As you can see, they got a lot of trucks, and it takes a considerable amount of time to go through them. Some of you guys say that you love the walk-throughs, not just the like specific vehicles. You like actually walking around with me and going through what I go through. Personally, I don't understand that because this part sucks for me, the walking and searching. And as you can see, what have we found? Not really anything other than the 2023 Ram with the sunroof that was stuck open and no keys. Aside from that, I haven't seen anything that I would be interested in. So yeah, this is what most of my days consist of, doing walkarounds. You just wander around the yards in order, start from the front, work your way to the back, top to bottom, and you hope you find something. Now that right there might be something I can use on that. We're going to check that out here in just a second. 99 Silverado, obviously it's smashed front to back. There's nothing back here, guys. I'm not going to waste any more time going through these. Yeah, this one is, well, this is junk. I mean, you've got extensive frame damage front and back. However, I like that hood. That hood could be used. It looks like it's got a decent set of tires on it. I mean, tires are a dime a dozen, though. I'm not going to buy something because it has decent tires. I'm just curious as to what's under the hood of this. Oh, wow. This is kind of nasty, if we're being completely honest. Hopefully the hood is already popped. It looks like it is. Is it stock or is there something cool under here? Because with this hood, come on, man, there's got to be something good under here, right? Oh, wow. It's a hood that retains water. It's pouring water, and if you look here, it looks like it's all busted apart. You got a lot of rust right there, too. That's not good. Obviously, the hood is fiberglass, and fiberglass doesn't rust, but it is definitely corroded. Nope, I don't think there's anything special under the hood of this at all, but I'm assuming it's a 5.3. That'd be my guess. It should just be a good old 5.3. What you do have, though, is, you know, 180,000 mile 5.3. Sure, you know, it's worth something. Engine, transmission, you got the key, you got the computer, you got the wiring harness, should still all be intact. Huh. Yeah, if you ever wanted an engine and transmission and computer combo for a swap, well, here you go. And I guarantee you, this is not going to go for much. And that hood, I wouldn't reuse it. Not without hood pins. I'd have to use hood pins because this looks like it could go at any minute. I think on these fiberglass hoods, they recommend that you don't use the factory latch point anyway. I think they recommend that you use hood pins on these because they're kind of notorious for, you know, popping off and crashing your windshield. This thing is wrecked pretty bad. There ain't much left to use on it, but engine, transmission, yeah, definitely. I would buy it for that if I had something that needed the parts, but unfortunately for me, right now, I don't really have anything that needs parts like that. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go back around to the other side, and we're going to come back when we find some cars. Guys, I don't think this one runs, but I figured it's worth taking a look at anyway. This is an interesting one. It says that it's a flood, but it definitely looks wrecked. This is rough. Used to have a nice wrap on it. This is a 2021 GLC. We'll have to go around back to see which GLC it is. Obviously AMG, without a doubt. Oh, they debadged it. Huh. It doesn't even tell you. So 43, 53, I have no idea. They've got it taped up. Maybe we can still get in it. We can. Oh, wow. Yeah. Airbags deployed. Garage door opener. The original color was like an ice blue, really pretty color. But yeah, lots of bags deployed on this one. This was definitely nice. Speedometer goes up to 180. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Definitely an AMG. We already knew that. And then there's the VIN number. Wonder if we can get under the hood and take a look. It was, no, we're not getting on that. That's not going to happen. I thought the hood was popped. The hood is just very, very broken. So this was definitely in a collision. I mean, no doubt about it. You can see significant damage to this. But it literally says flood on the windshield. Is that because the sunroof is shattered? This is a very confusing vehicle, guys. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, hey now, self-closing doors, optional. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this one does not run. And I don't think there's any keys in it anyway. Oh, there are. It actually does have keys. It's pretty rough in here, guys. And you're not going to pop that hood. I'm going to try. But I can almost guarantee you're not popping the hood on this. We might get lucky, though. Are you serious? No way. No way. I thought for sure this hood was never going to open. I wonder if it runs. Oh, wow. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, she is really, really rough. Not sure what you would do with this. I mean, obviously you could use the power plant out of it, I assume. If it's any good, I mean, it says flood. Did water, you know, right up through here? Look how many intakes you got. 1, 2, 3. That is crazy. And then back here you've got a stick that's pink. What is this? Is this oil? It is. The oil looks great. It does make you wonder if it would run if you hooked a booster up to it. We've got a positive jump point right here. Yeah, and we've got a negative right there. What is this? 6-star DFW. Huh, don't know what that is. Should we try it? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. It looks like the engine and everything could be fine. Maybe it wouldn't hurt just to put a jump on it and see what it'll do. Well, the windshield wipers came on. So that's a start. I bet it runs. I don't know, maybe. I gotta figure out how to get in here. There's glass all over the seat there. I gotta be very careful I don't end up cutting myself. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, this is nice. Uh-oh. Well, we have a key right here, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, it's got the star headliner. Look at this. Do you see the starry sky? Yeah. It still works. This is very strange. Like, it doesn't do anything else, but the windshield wipers sure work. Nothing else does anything in this car. So I'm expecting... Oh! Wait. Now the windshield wipers have stopped. All right, well... Yeah, that's a no-go, guys. Man, I hoped. I really did. But there's definitely some type of an electrical problem here for sure. Either that or it just doesn't recognize the key. That could be possible as well. It's been sitting for a long time. Sometimes it seems like, and I don't really understand that. I don't like it either. But it seems like some of these cars, after they sit for, you know, a few months, it's almost like the computers just forget the keys. That doesn't make any sense. You know, what happened to the days where you had... Look, let me show you something real quick before we get out of here. Because this is something I love about my old 80s and 90s cars. You see this right here? This is a 93 Ford Mustang. You see those right there? Those are keys, metal keys, not key fobs that have to be remembered. These are metal keys. I could come out in 3 years and start up that Mustang and it would fire right up. It doesn't forget the key. I know that technology is great, but I'm telling you, I have been daily driving nothing but 80s and 90s cars, well, for about a month now. I've been taking each one of my cars out and just enjoying them, and I forgot how nice it was to not have all of this technology, how nice it was to really just kind of be at peace with the driving experience, one with the road. You got a radio. And that's it. Turn the music up, shift the gears, and enjoy the drive without all the added conveniences that are included in modern cars. With that said, of course I love the modern conveniences too. I have my 2023 Ram 1500 and I don't drive it almost ever anymore. It sits 90% of the time unless I'm taking the family out or taking the dog and everybody out with us. If it's a family event, yeah, I'll take the truck. But the fact of the matter is, I enjoy driving these old school cars that gave me nothing. You know, no traction control. A lot of them don't have anti-lock brakes. It's just you, the car, and the drive. And I'm sorry, guys, as much as I enjoy modern amenities, I find that most of the time I prefer just driving an old car and enjoying the driving experience. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.